What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new tactic video. Today we have got the best 4-2-3-1 meta tactic you'll find. Above 4.4 goals a game, tested from the likes of Celtic all the way down to Aston Villa and Barnet. So yes, we've got a powerhouse, then we've got like a top 6 team, then we've got a very weak team in Barnet. So we're covering every aspect. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, whack the bell on. Again, every single tactic I post is right available on the Patreon with tons of other perks. There is 25% off you can find in a description. Let's get into it, starting with, well, it's got to be Barnet, hasn't it? Come on, it's got to be. And we start off with Barnet, obviously in Sky Bet League 2, and we go invincible. 44 wins and 2 draws. I'm going to be honest, the rest of the cups were an absolute bloodbath. They were not very good, but the actual league was genuinely incredible. To go over a 46 game season and not lose a game says a lot about a tactic. Now, this was only really doable because we do have 3 variants. So against games like MK Dons, Crew Alexandra, Swindon, even teams like Walsall, who I personally struggled against, where the draws come from, I was switching variants all the time. So please, if you are going to copy these tactics, make sure you copy or either download all 3 because they're built for different situations. You genuinely need them. Well, the Premier League with Aston Villa, we hit 100 points. Now, Villa have got some great players, including Ollie Watkins, Buendia, and of course Martinez, who all are going to be some of the best players in the Premier League this year. And sadly, I've just seen that Amorim has been sacked by Manchester United, but we were a menacing team. You can see there, beaten City 3-1 in a one-game example, and yeah, we were really, really good. I mean, again, we don't lose a game. Now, I will go on to say, I know this is not like Wolverhampton, I know it's not Brighton or Fulham, but we have used, we used Barnet, okay? We are covering a mixture of teams, and again, if you want to have an influence on the video, you comment a list of teams you want to see tested with, I'll make sure I make it happen. But Villa in the Premier League, they're nowhere near the best, and them results, some would say they should be. Well, we actually also go on to win the FA Cup against Barnet ourselves. So when I said we didn't do that well with Barnet in the Cups, we clearly did, but Villa just edge it because they've got the better squad. As we also boast a Europa League win over Roma with the most goals and also the most clean sheets. Now, when we look at this, firstly, it was a 3-1 win. The game itself was absolutely stellar. We dominated the game in every aspect possible, but to get to the final, you have to go through some decent teams, such as Freiburg, 7-2, such as Braga, 2-0, such as Porto, 6-2. League phase, we don't lose. This team suited Villa, or this tactic suited Villa, like an absolute glove. It was incredible. Meaning the only thing we don't win is going to be that FA Cup where my local team Ipswich Town are going to get the job done. But with a team like this, we even averaged a very good set of stats here. 2.6 goals a game, a great pass completion, a good amount of shots per game, only 0.6 conceded. There's really not too much to hate about this, to be honest with you. Obviously, the goals are going to boost through the roof when we go with Celtic, for example. With Barnet, we actually scored 3.5, conceded 1.2, so a little bit worse defensively than Villa, but scored more. This way's the other way round. But even this, it's nuts, and we've still got the best to show you. That is the mighty Celtic. But we'll go in and boast this right away. A 4.4 goal game margin in the league. Now, I know it's a powerhouse team, but you are going to get not 4 goals, but about 3.5 plus with a team like Barnet. A lot of people are playing as better teams than Barnet in leagues like this. So this is something you can hit. And I'm not being funny. Even if you take away the 0.4, 4 goals a game, only 0.4 conceded, it's nuts. Even for Celtic, it's nuts. We actually go on to do the Scottish treble. So the actual Scottish Cup, we are going to win 4-1 over Rangers. I might go and watch that game. And also the League Cup, we are going to win 5-0 over Hearts. There's more goals in that. I might go and watch that. In fact, shall we be cheeky? Shall we see if it actually works? Let's see if bugs are being fixed in Football Manager. I'm a little bit nervous. Usually this is where the game can either crap. Oh my word, the game is working. SI, thank you very much. And the question is this going to be a set piece in the first highlight? Well, it is going to be a ball in, and that is some free promo for my set piece routines. They're absolutely broken. As we carry it on, I mean, Hearts have not got the best backline, and when you've got a tactic like this and a team like this as a joint combo, it is absolutely incredible, and we are going to find ourselves going 2-0 up in 46 minutes. It doesn't really get much easier than that, does it? Hearts are trying to play out from the back here, and do you know what? I honestly admire their bravery, because they're playing a team that are superior to them, and they're trying... What is that? Well, I mean, that is one of the best pass backs I have ever seen. What have I just witnessed? I mean, a legal pass back as well. Pure drama there. We might go and score a goal from it. Jota, what's he going to do? Out wide into Johnston. Plenty of space down the right-hand side into Jota again. Where's he going to go? A little cutback there into Johnston. Go on, son. Take on your man. Cuts it back, and we do score from it. Have you ever seen anything like that? Oh, another chance, and it could be, it is another goal. A 4-0, I mean, it's going to be 5. We know it's 5, but to see the goals in action is absolutely vital. To see the match engine actually get used, and again, set pieces coming into play here. Throw-ins, corners, the whole shebang, and that right there, that's why you don't go long with throw-ins. You need to watch a set-piece video. And, well, as for the league, it's going to be an absolute joke, isn't it? Most possession, most goals, most clean sheets, so that wouldn't surprise me. We do lose a game in this one, which is very surprising compared to the rest, but still. 36 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 4 goals a game, treble winners, Europa League winners with Villa, Premier League winners with Villa, Cup winners with Villa, League winners with Barnet. I mean, come on. Let's get into the tactic. Right then, so over to your favourite part of the video. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, if you, that's right, you, enjoy rebuilds, make sure you do check out Daily Josh. It's going to be in the description, and also you can search it on YouTube, because now we are doing tactical rebuilds. So some tactics will be on that channel that you won't see here for a long time. So make sure you go and check it out. It's absolutely banging at the moment. So make sure you go on over and check that out, because there's also some pretty cool perks at the Patreon get that you might not even be aware of. So make sure you go and say hello. Now, to make this tactic, again today, we've not got 1, we've not got 2, we've got 3 variants. So make sure you're downloading or copying all 3. The first one, default. This means you go into majority of your games with it. Attacking, you switch to when you're chasing a game. Maybe it's 0-0, you want to try and get the edge. Maybe you're 1-0 down, you want to get a point. That is the use. Defensive, to play against top teams, or to maybe seal out a game if you are, I don't know, 1 goal, 2-0, who knows, 3-0 up. With this tactic, anything's possible, so that is something you can do. The balanced version, obviously, is going to be attacking and defending in a 4-3-2-1. And I have found the perfect balance of this 3DM situation. Before we talk about that, gegenpress style, attacking mentality. Let's go and talk a bit about the tactic then. So, the goalkeeper is going to be a ball-playing goalkeeper who will simply be selected to be on the default in possession. Out of possession, he is told to tackle harder. The fullback on the right-hand side is going to be defaulted apart from cross from deep, with tackle harder being of choice. The left-back is another fullback on the same instructions. Super simple, literally mirrored. So exactly the same from left fullback to right fullback. The left ball-playing defender is going to be defaulted with tackle harder in out of possession. The right-hand side is going to be exactly the same. So it's actually a bit more of a reserve tactic when it comes to the back line, because as you can see, I have gone all out in midfield. So in the centre of this wonderful trio, the DM is responsible for being sensible, making fewer runs, not being that guy who goes forward. Putting in aggressive challenges while marking tighter is absolutely vital, because it allows me to complete this trio. The box-to-box on the left-hand side, completely defaulted and tackle harder. The man on the right, completely defaulted and no tackle harder. We don't want everybody tackling harder. But this is a perfect balance between a DM and 2 players that will defend, but also go forward and help out this amazing front 3. It's a great way to have everybody start off deep and then push forward. I do want to quickly say at this part of the video, if you are interested in getting all of these Patreon perks, it includes every tactic I post, all the variants, tactics for console and mobile, ad-free viewing, rebuild files, training, set pieces, ultimate save files, one-on-one tactical help, priority in your tactic requests, custom tactics being made for you, and so much more, believe it or not. We have just hit 7,000 Patreon members. There's 25% off. Make sure you come and check it out because there is endless content. Every week there's 2 Patreon-only tactics. There's loads of stuff going on now. There's literally double pieces of content than days of the week. There's endless stuff, so make sure you go and check it out. But going on up to this front three, on the left-hand side, we are going to use an inside forward. On sit narrow, cut inside, make more runs, shoots more often, take more risks, and standard, with tackle harder being of choice. On the right-hand side, it is going to be sit narrow, cut inside, make more runs, shoots more, take more risks, and tackle harder. And we do utilise a channel forward. Move into the channels, shoot more often, and tackle harder. Josh, why they on shoot more often? Very good question. This tactic is known to be an attacking tactic. This is not a tiki-taka, patient build-up, we've got all day sort of vibe. I'm here to score goals, I'm here to dominate, and that's exactly what we've done. Now, if you are using this tactic with a team that haven't got the best finishers, I would also say stick to it, because Barnet don't have the best finishers in the world, do they? But it worked really, really well. Now, if you do want to remove those instructions, you can do it, but I would heavily advise not to, because you have so many shots in the game, even if a few actually go off target, it's personally better than being incredibly patient and having a fraction of the shots, even though them shots might be a little bit more on target. If they don't go in, you're not as well off. That is a pretty mad way of explaining it, but that is essentially what I'm trying to get at. Now, out of possession, it defends in the same shape, so super easy. There's going to be very limited movement in terms of in and out of possession, so it's no one really is going to get caught out. The fullbacks both go to holding fullbacks, for example, as you can see right here. We utilise 3 DMs. Obviously, they translate literally 1 for 1, so this one goes to this one goes to this one goes to this one. The inside forwards both translate into tracking wingers who will track back, and the channel forward goes into a tracking centre forward. Team instructions, all instructions in possession, shorter passing, a much higher tempo, less often, counter-attack, much narrower, keep ball in play, balanced, play through, short goal kicks to the centre-backs. I've got 2 ball-playing defenders. Why not use them? Balanced, encourage dribbling, balanced, pass into space, work ball into the box, discourage long shots, because that really does help counter the shoot more often instruction, and also low crosses when it comes to the crossing style. Out of possession, higher defensive line, high pressing line of engagement, much more often, counter press, get stuck in, balanced, and yes, when it comes to goalkeeper distribution. That will give you the default. Now to the attacking to chase even more goals. And it is going to be a little bit of a different shape for this one. So we do defend in a 4-3-2-1. We actually translate to a 4-3-3 really by just pushing those 2 players up. So this one will definitely help you out. It stays on the same mentality, the same style. The fullbacks, for example, are going to remain exactly the same on the right and the left, as do the centre-backs, as does this central DM. He's exactly the same, but we sort of used a more advanced box-to-box role, which is going to be the channel midfield player. On the left-hand side, defaulted with tackle harder. On the right-hand side, defaulted with just moving to the channel selected, and defaulted out of possession. The wide players are going to remain exactly the same, as does the channel forward, because they already are so attacking. Out of possession, nothing really changes apart from one thing. That one thing, the use of now pressing fullbacks, just to add a little bit of fight and a little bit of press to win that ball back. As for the channel midfield players, the left goes to the left, the right goes to the right, the DM goes to the centre DM. So again, very, very basic. Team instructions, let's talk about it then. So, shorter, much higher, less often, counter-attack, much narrower, keep ball in play, with added be more expressive. One of the few things we could add, play through, short, play to the centre-backs, balance supporting runs, encourage dribbling, balanced, pass into the space, work ball into the box. If you are desperate, and I'm talking last 5 to 10 minute desperate, take that instruction off. Shots will be a little bit more rogue, but because you've got discourage still on, they'll be okay. A little heads up. With low crosses being of choice. Out of possession, the much higher line, high press, much more often, counter press, get stuck in, balanced, and yes, is going to be of choice. And that will give you your attacking tactic. Now to the defensive one. Let's go and talk about it. Balanced mentality, a big drop down from attacking. And this time, we are going to defend very, very deep. Even when it comes to the in possession, we've gone a little bit more sort of calm. So, for example, the in possession, the fullbacks are going to be exactly the same. The centre-backs are, the DM goes. We introduce a halfback on the default and mark tight and tackle harder. A DM on the left is going to be told to be defaulted and tackle harder. On the right, a DLP on standard and default. So a mixture of roles there. That does mean, yes, this halfback will drop and we will defend in a 5-back in possession, let alone out of possession. When it comes to the front line, the inside forwards are going to be a bit stripped back, so actually take more risk is the only instruction on the right-hand side. Defaulted out of possession. On the left-hand side, exactly the same, with the channel forward remaining the same as all of the other variants. Now, it's quite simple, okay, because we drop back from tracking wingers to this role here, which is going to be wide midfield players, just to sort of drop back a little bit and defend in a bit of a back nine, really. Yeah, it's quite negative, but it's how I want to play football. It's a defensive tactic. Obviously, the same goes for the midfield players. They simply copy and paste from left to right. We use 2 holding fullbacks as well, so quite a complacent way of playing football. And instruction-wise, yeah, it's a bit of haramble, I'm afraid. Standard tempo, more direct, less often, although it's not haramble because we would time waste. Counter-attack, much narrower, keep ball in play, balanced. We still want to go short with the goal kicks because it is a good way to hold on to the ball and be a little bit annoying. Balanced, pass into the space, get the ball in early because essentially I want the wing-backs to commit as little as possible. So, you know, get the balls in whenever you can. Out of possession, mid-block, standard, more often, counter-press, stay on feet, which is why we've removed tackle harder from a lot of the front line. Balanced, and no when it comes to short goalkeeper distribution. And that will give you not 1, not 2, but 3 variants of the Meta 4-3-2-1. We've done a lot of manager tactics recently. We are now going to be doing a bit of these videos of more just game-breaking tactics. If you've got any formations, any styles, or any managers, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscription, completely free, whack on the bell, and yeah, this year, I know it's got a lot of backlash to this game, but I trust the process. I sound like Arteta. I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you in the next one.